Well, happy Earth Day, everybody. This is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, and I hope we'll all take some time to reflect on the natural environment and how we can protect it while we're out there enjoying it as we do so much. But there's another anniversary today. This is the first anniversary of the Nature First Photography Alliance. And this is an organization that exists to help promote responsible use of the natural environment while we're out there as landscape and nature photographers so that we don't damage the environment and leave it better than we found it for future generations. And this organization has 7 principles that they encourage landscape and nature photographers to follow. And I'm going to read those 7 principles, and then I'm going to tell a story about how this applied in my life just last year. So the first principle is prioritize the well-being of nature over photography. Educate yourself about the places you photograph. Reflect on the possible impact of your actions. Use discretion if sharing locations. Know and follow the rules and regulations. Always follow leave no trace principles and strive to leave places better than you found them, and actively promote and educate others about these principles. This is a great organization. I'm a member of it. It's free to join, and I encourage everyone to go check them out and join this organization. I've got links to all this in the show notes below, and you can read all about it there. So the story that I want to tell, though, happened to me last fall. I was out on my annual fall landscape photography trip, and I was visiting a major national park. This is a very well-visited park, and it's one that I've been going to since the mid-90s, and so I'm very familiar with a lot of parts of the park, but some parts I haven't explored yet, so I was out exploring a new area for me. And this area that I was exploring is about 6 or 7 football fields in size, and so I was just wandering around and making photographs and really having a good time on this trip. And as I was finishing one photograph, I just looked to my right, and I immediately recognized a photograph from a very well-known YouTube landscape photographer that had been made about 3 or 4 years ago, shared in a video. It was pretty popular, and it's a beautiful image, and so one that I kind of had in my head. I wasn't out looking for that person's image that day, but when I stumbled across it, it's really fun. I don't know if you've ever had that happen to you, where you're not particularly looking for someone's picture, but you stumble on it, and it's really fun to kind of come across an image like that. Well, I was standing there enjoying this image and the surroundings, and I immediately noticed that on the ground, right where the camera position would have to have been to make this photograph, was completely trampled. Like a 8 or 12 foot area of the ground was just completely trampled down to the dirt. Now this is like a meadow area where with 2 or 3 foot high grasses and weeds, and this area was just completely trampled down to the dirt. I couldn't believe it. And so it was at that moment that I really realized sort of the power of social media and how it's unlikely that it was just from this one person 4 years ago making this picture, but more likely a whole bunch of people in the subsequent years, and probably even that year, had seen this picture, come to this park looking for that photograph, found it, set up in exactly the same place over and over and over, and that's what really trampled this area down. So once I realized that, I just moved away, went to other parts of this area. Like I said, it was several football fields in size, and so there's plenty of other areas to enjoy and explore, and I made a lot of other images there as I was exploring that area on this trip. But I just think it's really important seeing how just this one area could be damaged. Now multiply that by this person has all kinds of videos from all over the place, and how many people could be going and trying to be finding all these images all over the place. And this is just one person. Imagine all the YouTubers and all the Instagrammers and everyone trying to go find these people's pictures. It's just crazy. So I will have to say that this photographer does a really good job of not giving away locations too much. In fact, this person even says that they sometimes intentionally mislead a little bit when they're showing their pictures so that it's not instantly obvious how to get to them and where they are. And so I think that's really good that this person is doing that while still maintaining the ability to show you what happened on a trip and show the photographs. So I really think that this is kind of a cautionary tale we need to be out there making our own images. I mean, sure, get inspired to go visit an area, but make your own pictures. There's so many beautiful areas and compositions and subjects that you can find that are your own, and you're going to enjoy those pictures far more than just copying someone else. So that's my story today. I think it's really important what the Nature First Photography Alliance is doing. Please check them out. Please consider joining. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.